Hey guys, what's going on? Jeff here from Films at Home. Haven't done a video in a few days, and it's actually like 2 weeks past Black Friday now. But I need to show you what I picked up over Black Friday and some of the cool stuff that I've gotten in over the last couple of weeks. So we're gonna do a Black Friday collection video here, in a collection update, I should say, not a Black Friday collection. That would be a much bigger video. Lots of stuff that I bought on Black Friday over the years, but this will be a Black Friday update, collection update. I got a few movies here to go through and show you, so I'll go through them one by one, show you what I picked up, tell you about the deals I got on Black Friday, and talk about any new review copies I got in as well. So stay tuned till the end for that to see all these different titles, and let's get started. So as you can see here, it is quite the stack. And I will say that, I didn't really get a whole lot of new releases because I just didn't need them. If you look at a lot of what I bought and what you're going to see here, it's like filling in holes in my collection. It's older movies or stuff I didn't have. I have all these new releases because I've been getting stuff for review. So, a lot of the deals that were out there, like these $8 4K discs, $15 4K discs, like I have them all. So, it wasn't really a big Black Friday for new releases, but I did get a lot of cool stuff on sale, which I'll show you. First one I got here, this is the Twilight Zone complete series on Blu-ray. It's a thick package. Look at this. Has all 156 episodes. I believe it's 16 discs. I'd have to double check, but they've all been remastered and done up in high definition, so it's all in one set. Let's check this guy out if I can open it up. Yeah, so we're looking at disc 1, disc 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh, that's not good. Those came out in shipping. I'll have to put those back in, so that's not great. But that would have been 16. And then we've got 18 and 20 and 22 and 24. Did I do that math right? Are there actually 24 discs in here? That's wild if that's the case. Let's do that again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 discs. It's crazy. But yeah, that's all 156 episodes. And the nice thing about this is that I got this whole set for only $37. Barnes & Noble on Black Friday had this deal going. $37 for the whole Twilight Zone complete series. They are rebooting this soon with Jordan Peele, and I've seen a lot of the older episodes, so I figured, hey, for $37, that's like 20 cents an episode. It's hard to go wrong there. So Barnes & Noble had a great deal with a coupon code on this. I believe Amazon also price matched it, but they didn't have the coupon, which made it a little more expensive. And Barnes & Noble had an extra 15 or 20% off, so I got a great deal on Twilight Zone. Now, like I said, I got a lot of back-filled catalog titles, and got most of this stuff from a place called Hamilton Books. If you haven't checked out Hamilton Books, go to hamiltonbooks.com. They don't have the most modern website in the world, but they're my new go-to for older catalog titles because they get some great movies in for really cheap, even stuff like Scream Factory, Arrow video titles, Vinegar Syndrome, Hammer Films titles like old horror movies. They get a lot of boutique stuff for cheap when the people are basically clearing it out from their warehouses. Ship it on over to Hamilton for a wholesale price. They sell it for a few bucks more to make some money. But if you remember, if you've been collecting for a long time, go Hastings, or Hastings. Go Hastings, I think. However you say it. I used to have a website where you get cheap Blu-rays, and I've been missing that for a while to fill in my collection, and now Hamilton Books has hooked it up. I got the 33. This is a story about the Chilean miners. Believe this was $2.99. Hannibal Rising. This is a really cool Blu-ray pickup because I believe this is the Canadian Blu-ray, which Hamilton Books does get some Blu-rays from other countries, but it is going to be a region 1, region A, so it's going to work on any US player just fine, but there isn't a United States release of this. Actually, yeah, it's definitely Canadian because look, you've got the French-Canadian well, it's just French, but they always put the French writing on because of the French-Canadian population there. So this is a movie that's not on Blu-ray in the U.S., and now I have it on Blu-ray, which is super cool. That was only $3 as well. Also got Jackie Robinson. This is a Ken Burns documentary. I'm a big baseball fan. This is, you know, it's like 4 hours of footage about Jackie Robinson's life. And Ken Burns stuff is always great. This was only $7, which is also a steal. Also got this Hammer Films double feature for $5 with Maniac and Die, My Darling. So getting some old, cool Hammer Films horror for only $5. It's $2.50 a title, not bad. Also picked up Holiday Inn from them just in time for the holidays themselves. Blu-ray with digital copy. This was only $5 as well. Got the Wrong Turn 3-pack. I don't have any of these movies in my collection. I know they're up to like Wrong Turn like 27 or something now, but had to pick up the 3-pack, get the 3 originals anyway. I think I've seen the first one, and I'm assuming the first 3 are the best. I might have to get the rest of them at some point, but this was only $8 for 3 Blu-rays. Also picked up Weird Science. I did not have in my collection. It has the pop art cover on it, which is pretty cool. This was only $3, which is a great deal. And I got Yoga Hosers, which is the Kevin Smith movie. I've heard mixed things about this. Some people like it, some people don't, but you know, this is nice. Sealed with the slipcover. This was $4 as well, so it's hard to beat that. And I also got A War, which is from the writer-director of A Hijacking. If you've watched my video about like most underrated Blu-rays or Blu-rays you probably never heard of, A Hijacking is one of my favorite movies. Started at a film festival. It was awesome. It's basically a better version of Captain Phillips, but it's all in Swedish, I believe. Tobias Lindholm is the director. You'll recognize this guy here. What is his name? I always forget. Hopefully they have it on the back. Let me find him. Where is he? Yes, Pilo Asbak. He starred in A Hijacking. You'll also recognize him. He's, God, what's the Greyjoy that he is? But he's in Game of Thrones. He was in season 7 a lot. He's the Greyjoy's uncle who kills the father. Spoilers. Sorry, but not a huge spoiler. But he's been playing a huge part in Game of Thrones, and he's in this movie as well as A Hijacking and A War. This is supposed to be really, really good. I believe it is about the, it's about the war in Afghanistan. So, I mean, you're going to have probably, it's not going to be in English, right? Yeah. Oh, sorry, it's Danish, not Swedish. It's Danish. There is an English audio track, it looks like. So I guess you can get away with some dubbing, but I would prefer just going with the Danish and the English subtitles. But really great movie. Hard to find these Magnolia titles sometimes. Every once in a while they'll pop up the dollar store, but this was only $2. So, I mean, even if it was at the dollar store, I'd save $1. Like, great deal. I didn't spend a ton of money, maybe like 80 or 90 bucks. This was the bulk of it was getting this set, and then some of these. But I did get some review copies in as well. So I got The Nun on Blu-ray. I've heard pretty good things about this, actually. I've heard that it's pretty decent, pretty scary, but like with jump scares, which isn't my thing. Cool that it also includes the Spanish audio. That's kind of different. But I haven't seen this yet. I'm looking forward to checking it out. I also got I Still See You with Bella Thorne. Unfortunately, look at this crime against humanity. Look at, if I can get it in focus, look at the way the slipcover came in. Now, this is a review copy, right? I'm supposed to be reviewing this on my YouTube channel. Who sent this to me? Lionsgate. Like, no offense, guys, but this is how you're going to send me a copy that I'm supposed to review for you. Hopefully yours is in better shape than this. Haven't heard really anything about this movie, and Bella Thorne's kind of weird, so I'll have to see what this one's all about. But then this is pretty cool. I did get Westworld Season 2, The Door, the limited edition 4K set. So this is nice that HBO is doing this with Westworld, that they're putting it out in 4K. I actually haven't started Westworld yet. I've got over here Season 1, that's the red 4K tin. So I haven't even watched that. I'll have to dive into that one, then get into Season 2. But it's nice to have them all in 4K. And props to HBO for putting them out in 4K. Some people aren't even doing 4K movies, and they're doing 4K TV shows and doing a nice job with them, if if it's anything like season 1 of Westworld, which I reviewed, the picture quality was very, very solid. Now these next titles here in this pile are from Mill Creek, and they've been really impressing me lately with some of their stuff. I got in these 4 different retro VHS Blu-rays, and I'm pretty sure these are re-releases, so I'm not sure why I'm just getting like review copies of these now, because I know I've seen this one. I've seen Happy Birthday to Me with that VHS slipcover pop up multiple times on my Instagram feed, so I know that's come out before. I don't know if I've seen Who's Harry Crumb. I also don't believe this had a Blu-ray before Mill Creek put one out, so that's pretty cool. Also have Hard Bodies and Silent Rage, a Chuck Norris movie. There's a few more of these that they put out, but you know, I love the spines on these, and I love the front covers with the VHS tape sticking out. They look great on a shelf, and props to Mill Creek again for doing, you know, a pretty cool job with their releases, especially since they're all older catalog titles like this, you know, stuff that people don't really think too much about, old cheesy horror movies, old comedies, Chuck Norris movies, you know, it's stuff you would have picked up at Blockbuster for like $1 back in the day to check out. But Mill Creek's doing a pretty good job putting these out, getting them on Blu-ray, getting them in people's homes, and you know, giving them a nice package, not just a boring Blu-ray disc, you know, putting some flavor behind it, which is really nice. I also got from them Benjie, Off the Leash. So it's part of the Benjie series. I don't know much about this one. I don't even know what year this came out. Is this new or is this old? If anybody knows, let me. 2004 it looks like, Mulberry Square releasing. So this is like probably a pretty cheesy sequel, but you know, whatever. It was a free review copy. I'll check it out. So that's cool. And then Can't Hardly Wait, the 20-year reunion edition. Look at the cast in this, actually. You got Seth Green and Jennifer Love Hewitt, and they're kind of buried at the end. And they're probably the 2 most well-known people out of this. I recognize this guy here. Why do I know him? I also recognize her. I don't know. This is like one of those like 90s movies that's just like American Pie and all the copycats. It's one of those types. You know, last day of class, we're all going to go crazy. But, I mean, it's only rated PG-13, so, you know, how bad could it really be? It's probably no American Pie, but I'll be checking that one out as well. So, guys, that's it for this one. Just a quick update. We got the Twilight Zone. We got probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 or 9 titles there. 6 here. So about, you know, 17 or 18 new titles adds to the collection. But, you know, a couple nice box sets with Westworld and Twilight Zone. Some really nice older catalog titles that I'm finally filling in some holes in my collection with. And then some really cool stuff from Mill Creek. So, I mean, it's hard to go wrong, even with a couple new review copies and a new James Wan Conjuring universe. James Wan didn't direct this, but you know, part of his Conjuring universe, The Nun. Some really cool stuff here overall. Happy to add it to my collection, and hopefully it gives you guys some ideas. Definitely check out Hamilton Books during this holiday season if you're looking to just get like a bunch of Blu-rays like this for somebody. You know, you can get a pretty good deal. I got like overall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I probably got 12 movies for $40, and they're all brand new sealed. So, you know, $3 a piece when you include shipping. Not bad at all. So check them out. Also check out The Nun, I Still See You. Make sure you grab your Mill Creek VHS titles and your new releases there. And definitely you're going to want to check out Westworld Season 2 in 4K. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you get some cool gift ideas from this video. But I'll be putting these on the shelves. I got to get to it. So I'll see you guys next time.